Thank you, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia. And I mean it. Thank you. The United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia have now joined the club and formally recognized a so-called Palestinian state. Let that sink in. By doing so, these governments have made crystal clear where they stand. Not with Israel's survival, not with victims of October 7th, not with decency or truth or morality, but they stand with a genocidal death cult's political validation. They have rewarded the worst atrocity against Jews since the Holocaust with diplomatic prizes. Morality, memory, and justice have been traded away on the altar of woke politics, appeasement, and, I'm going to say it, Jew hatred. All while our Islamo-Nazi enemies still hold onto over 40 of our hostages in Gaza terror tunnels. Don't kid yourselves. This has nothing to do with peace, human rights, or international law. It's about punishing the Jewish people for surviving and winning and being strong. It's about handing legitimacy to the Iranian and Qatari-funded jihad against Israel that is also aimed at conquering and destroying the West, their own countries. Remember October 7th, everyone. Our Islamo-Nazi enemy in Gaza butchered, raped, burned, and kidnapped innocent Israelis of all ages, including babies. Yet instead of demanding those hostages be freed, instead of insisting that the Red Cross and the United Nations visit our hostages being starved and tortured in those Gaza terror tunnels, these Western politicians say, statehood for you. That is not mercy. That is a direct reward for terror, total evil. And I'll be blunt about what recognition of a Palestinian state actually means. It means statehood for a polity that does not control its own territory. Statehood for entities that do not hold genuine democratic elections and are ruled by rival terror organizations that support and pay terrorists to murder Jews, both the Hamas and the Palestinian Authority. Statehood for institutions that refuse to recognize Israel's right to exist and that continue to glorify murder. Statehood that flies in the face of the United Nations' own criteria for legitimate statehood. This is not legality. This is moral hypocrisy by the West that was once developed on the biblical values that the Jewish people brought to the world. It is global Jew hatred with diplomatic credentials of the West. To Keir Starmer, Mark Carney, Anthony Albanese, and their ministers understand what you are endorsing. You are endorsing a future of Gaza-style terror transplanted across more of our biblical lands. You are endorsing rockets on Ben Gurion Airport, snipers firing on travelers on Highway 6, and terror tunnels underground even into Jerusalem. You are endorsing more October 7th massacres only with your own diplomatic seal of approval. If these countries insist on recognizing terror, Israel must act like a sovereign nation that puts its citizens and security first. Immediate steps Israel should take right now: number one, treat these countries as strategic liabilities. End all sensitive intelligence cooperation with any nation that legitimizes our enemies. We do not share secrets that countries that help build the infrastructure for our next massacre. 2. Accelerate sovereignty. Apply full Israeli sovereignty in Judea and Samaria. Restore Jewish governance across our biblical heartland. Sovereignty is not aggression. That is our survival against this Islamo-Nazi death cult we're up against. And then for those Arabs, offer local arrangements where they can have tribes can have local autonomy. Only those that renounce terror and want to live peacefully with us. Because all those Arab Muslims who support terror and murdering us, they cannot live near us. Israel must implement Trump's Gaza immigration plan, also in Judea and Samaria, for all those who continue to pose a clear threat to us, ensuring that only those Arab Muslims who want to live in peace with us can live with us in Judea and Samaria. If Western capitals want to reward jihadist terror, let them set up states of Palestine in their own cities, not inside our homeland. Listen, thanks to the immigration policies of the UK, Canada, and Australia, cities like London are already looking like states of Palestine. So do it by you, not by us. And here I have a message to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. The world has shown its hand. It's time Israel acts with clarity and strength. Don't ask for permission. Defend our people. Do what we have to do to defend ourselves. apply sovereignty and stop giving our enemies diplomatic cover. To the Jewish people and to friends of Israel everywhere, this betrayal of these three allies is a gift in disguise, and hence I thank them. It clarifies who is for us and who is against us. It frees us from illusions. Our security is not a matter of Western moral theater. Our survival rests with our own will, our own strength, our own Jewish pride, and our own faith in God. We are staying here. We are building here. We will never leave Judea, Samaria, or Gaza, or Jerusalem to those who celebrate our slaughter and actually take part in it. The tide in the world has turned. From today forward, only listen to those Jewish leaders who speak with pride in our eternal identity, who root us in our biblical eternal homeland, and who demand full sovereignty in Judea and Samaria without apology. Any Jewish leader who cannot stand strong like this and say those things has no place leading the Jewish people today. It's time to tune them all out. Don't listen to them. The future for the Jewish people is bright, as the sun over the border-free Western countries is turning red-green in a downward spiral of socialism and Islamization, where Jewish lives and all lives will be in danger. For all Jews not yet home yet, I want you to know it's time to come home. Not to run away from the growing anti-Semitism that hasn't even begun in the Western countries, but to come home. This is our biblical eternal homeland where we are supposed to live. Own it, be proud of it, and only listen to those Jewish leaders who talk like this for your survival, for the benefit of your children and your grandchildren. Am Yisrael Chai. And yeah, that's why we have our guns. We don't want to use them, but when our enemies force us to, you bet we're going to use them. We are here to live and to eradicate the evil that tries to kill us. That is how you survive. If you are not yet a subscriber to our daily, belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect, truthful videos about Israel, the Jewish people, and the freedom-loving world, what are you waiting for? Go to pulsevisual.com and click to subscribe today. And yes, we are a donor-based operation. We need your donations for support in order to make these videos and get our videos seen and do all the work we do. So every once in a while, whether a large donation or a small donation, just go to pulsevisual.com and click on the donate button. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.